Hi everyone, Mike here from Positive Edge Run Coaching. I want to take a few minutes here and talk about run form. Run form is something that in my 20 years of run coaching and my own run experience myself, it's something that so often goes missed with almost every runner that comes to me and every runner that I see out there running. But it is the number one thing that will make you a faster, stronger, healthier, more efficient runner and keep you injury free in the process, okay? You'll be spending less energy getting stronger and getting faster if you learn how to run with proper form, okay? So I'm gonna give you a quick sort of a quick tutorial on what you should be scanning for. Of course, it takes practice and it takes drills that we can get into on another day. But I wanna just show you what you should be scanning for when you're out for your next run, okay? So we start at the top of our head. You want to make sure that everything is nice and relaxed, okay? So you've got a gentle gaze, you're gazing like just upwards. What that's going to do, it's going to like automatically bring your chest out, open those airways, and then you want to be super relaxed. So your breathing needs to be relaxed, okay? Your jaw needs to be relaxed. Any added tension that you're spending, gritting your teeth or holding your jaw tight, that's energy that you're not spending going forward, okay? And over the course of a 10K or a half marathon or a full marathon, that goes a long way. So everything is nice and loose up here. So practice that nice relaxed breathing. As you come down, your shoulders, okay, you want to make sure those shoulders are back at all times. What you'll see, especially if you go into tempo runs or a little bit, once you start to fatigue a little bit, or you're doing an interval run or you're racing, you're going to feel those shoulders are going to start to come up. And when you watch runners running down the street, you're going to see this. And what that is, that's added tension as well. Okay, right through the neck, and if you're a runner, maybe you get tight through there. Again, that takes away from the energy that you can put into the run itself, okay? It's unnecessary tension in that area. So bring the shoulders down, okay? Now, your chest, you want to have that chest out. I mean, not too far out, but you want to make sure that it's out. Always think about a string being pulled from the middle of that chest, okay? So when you're running, what that does is that automatically brings the shoulders back, it brings the arms back, and it forces you to lean, that we're going to get into in a second. So think about somebody pulling a string gently from the middle of that chest, okay? Your arm swing. Keep those elbows, obviously keep them loose, but you want to keep those elbows grazing off your torso, okay? If the elbows are like this, again, that's added energy. You're going side to side. You're adding extra wind resistance that you also don't want, and it just makes you work a lot harder than you need to be working. So bring those elbows in, gradually grazing off your torso. Your hand swing or your arm swing, you want that to come to the middle of the body. Best way to explain that is it cuts through the wind, okay? So, and even if there's no wind, it just makes you a lot more efficient. So you want to bring that arm swing, that hand swing to the midpoint of that body, no further, like you don't want to be going like this, but keep yourself tight right to the middle of that body. Your hands, think about holding on to a cotton ball or a potato chip or whatever works for you. So your hands are closed, but you're not death gripping, because again, that's added tension that you shouldn't be using up, okay? Now, your hips. If you find yourself like this, okay, you want to be able to push those hips out slightly. And this is why at the end of my spin classes and at the end of some of my other classes, I tell people to focus on really stretching out those hips and stretching out those hip flexors if you want to run with proper form, okay? You have to have loose hip flexors to run with proper form. Now, the reason that we want to press those hips out, I'm going to go to the side here, is, now I can't run here because I'm sort of stationary, but as you get faster, to run properly, you don't want to be increasing your stride length. You want to increase your cadence of your feet, and you're going to have nice short strides. So what you want is you want those feet to be hitting underneath your hip and on the way back. So instead of causing a braking force as you step forward, you're actually getting energy as you push off that pavement. Another point about stepping forward. When you're stepping forward, anytime you're going ahead of that hip, you're putting that braking force through your ankle, through your knees, through your hips, up to your shoulder and into your whole body. And that's obviously not a good thing. So you want to You want to be as almost like a plank. As you get quicker, you increase your lean. Nice short strides, short, quick, quiet, soft strides, hitting on the way back, and that'll be a complete game changer. And once you learn how to run with proper form, you're gradually and automatically going to get almost like a little message saying, there's a braking force there. And it's a pretty awesome feeling when all of a sudden you know that it almost feels like you've got wheels underneath there, okay? So I hope these little form tips help, okay? One last tip that I didn't touch on. Focus on minimizing your side-to-side movement and focus on minimizing your up and down movement, okay? That comes with strength work, it comes with core work, and it comes with just you practicing as you're running. Now, the reason you want to do that, especially over the long runs, any extra energy that you're expending going side to side or up and down, that's energy that you're not going forward with, and that's wasted energy, so you don't want that. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you learned a little bit from this, everybody. Reach out to me. Again, I coach runners individually and personally. We can have a no pressure chat at your convenience. Mike@positiveedge.ca. My running website is positiveedgerunning.com. Have a great day, and I'd love to hear from you. Take care.